One of the main reasons why humanity has not evolved up until just recently is because they believed in the measurement of time. Humanity, when you're reincarnated or you come into this simulation, you agree to what they call the law of time. It's not actually a law, it's just an agreement. What that says is that you have a life and you have a death. And that cycle of life is all you have and is all you are. And therefore, you are chasing time, you feel like you're running out of time, or there's just not enough time. And it puts humanity in a state of fight, flight, or freeze, anxiety, and fear. Because your ultimate fear is death. But the reason why a lot of people are waking up now is because they are having near-death experiences, or NDEs, where they're going out of their body and they're realizing that they're spirit and they're bypassing time. Or more and more people are having psychic experiences in meditations or whatnot, and they're seeing spirit, they're feeling spirit, they're understanding spirit, you're starting to understand that you are more than just a physical form. You are more than just life and death. Now, I'm going to explain in this video how you are more than just that life cycle. And I'm also going to give you 3 experiences that I had in my own life that I was able to go forward in time, backward in time, and also pause time. And I'm also going to give you some tips on how you can get into a state where you are controlling your reality by bypassing time in every moment. All right, first and foremost, you need to understand the makeup of who you are as a human. You're made up of matter. Electrons, protons, and neutrons is what matter is made up of. You're mostly made up of water as a human. Water has H2O, 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. Oxygen has a negative polarity and the hydrogens have a positive polarity. And they're bonded together to create matter. That matter actually, now that science has proven, at the subatomic particle level is nothing. It's empty space. So technically, according to science, and for us healers and others that have understood this for years, is that once you bypass that molecular state, that physical state, the physical reality, and you get into the non-physical reality, the spirit, you realize that you are just empty space. You are no thing. This is a difficult state to get in because humans believe that you have a past. A lot of people are locked into that past. And then also you pinpoint or create a pathway to a potential future, which is like why I'm very careful and a little upset, honestly, with some psychics that will tell people that this is their future, because your future is actually infinite and you should never place somebody in a future. Your past is only there, it's stuck there, or you're stuck there, you believe that it's there and it exists, even though in the moment, in the now, it does not, because something happened within your life that was traumatic. Every single person has traumatic events that keep them stuck into the past, which keeps you stuck in believing in the human experience and there is only a human. There are many other things that also keep humans stuck in the human experience, thinking that that's all that you are. And unfortunately, they're not accurate. Tarot, for example, tarot follows the life-death cycle. So when you get readings, you are getting readings on just a physical level, on a human level within the simulation. Therefore, you're not growing because you are getting messages within the physical realm from a spiritual. The other thing is astrology. Astrology says this is your birthday, this is who you are, and it basically gives you a label based on the stars within this particular simulation. And then numerology as well. There are other techniques and things that are being used that actually keep you trapped in the human experience, in this idea that you are just life and death. The truth is that you are beyond the matter. Once you are able to let go of the past, heal all of your traumas, and realize you don't even have a future yet, You burn off those aspects of you. This is where people call it the ego death. The ego is literally your physical self, your physical shell, the physical matter. It's actually been manipulated by the system here, by other individuals who project and dump their stuff onto you. Trauma. So it makes you believe and keeps you stuck in the human experience. So that's the ego. The ego is getting past the matter, breaking the bonds between the matter, going into the matter and getting into the no thing, which is the spirit, and realizing that the spirit of you, the energy of you, that's animating your body. This spirit anchors in through your chakras. When you go to sleep or when you're in meditation and you are astral traveling, you're leaving your body. It's your spirit leaving your physical form and it's going out and traveling. But then it comes back and it anchors into your body. It's your spirit that's animating your body. Now, I'm going to give you 3 examples how I was able to bypass time, and then I'm going to give you some tips on how you can actually do this in your daily life. The first example was when I went back into time. I was 12 years old. My parents uprooted me from the place I grew up, where all my friends were, where my community was, into this brand new place. And it was literally living in a living hell for me. Each morning I would get on the bus and I had this 18-year-old who did not like me for some reason. She would trip me, pinch me, spit on me, put gum in my hair, call me names. So that's how I started my morning, every morning. Then I would get to school and I had another bully. She would push me, punch me, beat me up, yell at me, call me names. This happened to me every day. That, and I came home to a raging father who would also beat me up. So to say I was living in hell was an understatement. And then at 12 years old, I decided I don't want to live this anymore. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. I was just depressed and I was ready to go. So I had a knife on my wrist. I was ready to cut myself and end things. And then I heard this voice in my ear, very soothing, very convincing, very soft, said, hey, you really don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because one day you're going to be really happy and you're going to have a family and you're going to be very, very well known and you're needed here on this planet. And I know this is tough right now, but I need you to not do that and trust me. And that voice was super convincing for my 12-year-old self because I'd never experienced anything like that I had at that point. And so I put the knife down and I didn't go through with it. Then about 4 or 5 years ago, in my 40s, I was in meditation and was speaking to this child and telling this child, hey, you don't want to do that, and here's why. So I realized in that moment, in my 40s, I was my 40-year-old self going back to my 12-year-old self, explaining to her why she did not want to do that, and that it was just a moment in time and it was going to pass and it was going to get better. So that was me going back into time. I went forward into time, mainly in my 20s. I was able to see things, premonitions, before they happened, people, places, things, and conversations. And then I would get into those experiences like days later, sitting next to this person, looking at them and saying, I know exactly who you are, and I know exactly what you're going to say, down to the detail. So that's how I was able to go forward into time. I was able to stop time about 2 or 3 years ago. I was actually on a date, believe it or not, in a bar, and I had met one of my potential soulmates, because we all have many soulmates. And the connection between the two of us was unbelievable. And we locked eyes, and all of a sudden, everything in the bar stopped. Everyone froze. And we're looking at each other going, what the fuck is going on here? And it freaked us out so much that we didn't end up dating because we were like, we'd never experienced anything like that before. I had never experienced anything like that before with someone. But it did give me the realization that, hey, I can stop time too. So this is how I do my healing, is because I bypass the human shell, the human illusion, which is what it is, of life, death, and I go into the spirit and I look into the subconscious and I see these things where people are stuck because you're stuck in your past. That's what keeps you stuck, believing that you are still your past, even though you, right here, right now, in this moment, the past doesn't exist. It's not, only reason why it's affecting you is because you're allowing it to, because you have put a part of yourself that has been stuck back there. But for me, I'm able to bypass that human and I'm able to go into the spirit, into the subconscious, find these traumas or blockages, and I'm able to undo them. This is how I've been able to help thousands of people heal. It's also how I've been able to help stop things on a bigger level in humanity, because I can jump timelines. This is how you jump timelines, is you project your consciousness. And let me back up, because a lot of people have done this through like NDEs or through meditation. That is where you need to start. You need to start in meditation and trying to be in a space where it is silent and it's dark and it's a little unnerving. This is where fear kicks in, because you're in the dark. You feel like something is going to hurt you, but it's not. But that's where you need to start. And once you get comfortable in that silence, once you get comfortable in that dark, and you start warding off the spirits or the things that have happened to you in your past, you got to start healing them. You got to start burning them off and transmuting them. Once you start doing that and you have cleaned out your energy field, you've no more past and definitely no future, because future doesn't exist, and you never want to stick yourself into a potential future, because you might be putting yourself into a place that's far less than where you should be. That's why I don't really like goals. I don't really like projections, because you're limiting yourself by doing that. This is why I live in every single moment. Every single moment, every decision, every choice, every thought, every action, every word is mine. I have no past. I have no future. Therefore, I cannot be manipulated at any level. And I am the one that creates my life from a want and a desire. What I want and what I desire is mine in the moment. Whereas if you are still stuck into your paradigm or into your belief system, especially in the past, then you are creating from a place of need. And that need is you creating within life that says, hey, are you ready to heal this? Hey, are you done with this? Hey, are you ready to evolve? So that's where you change the game, where you become a full-fledged creator within life, is by eliminating the idea that you have a past, healing it, bringing you back into wholeness, and absolutely not putting yourself into any potential future. Just keeping everything open and in the moment. So the truth is, you are greater than a human. You're greater than this human experience. Yes, you're in this human body. Yes, this human body exists at some level, at the material level. But it also does not exist, because your science has proven that it is no thing, which proves that you are spirit as well. And once you can live your life in spirit in every moment, you have just switched the game. You've just won. All right. Let me know your experiences. I'm really curious, because I know there's a lot out there. And let me know if you have any questions, or if you're interested in booking a session with me. I do a free consultation, and all the information is going to be below. All right. Have a great day.